Security operatives in Kwara State have just uncovered one of the most disturbing tactics that bandits are now using to infiltrate communities undetected, and this revelation should send chills down the spine of every Nigerian. On Tuesday evening, February 11, 2026, a bandit disguised as a beggar was apprehended in Igbaja town within Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State. And what this arrested suspect revealed during interrogation has completely changed how security agencies and ordinary citizens must now view the seemingly harmless beggars and even mentally unstable individuals wandering through our neighborhoods. Elder Oyini Zube, who serves as the coordinator of the Joint Security Watch for Kwara South Senatorial District, confirmed the arrest to reporters and explained that this is part of a deeply disturbing trend where terrorists and bandits have begun disguising themselves as beggars and even pretending to be madmen in order to move freely among towns and villages without raising suspicion. The suspect was caught attempting to blend in with the local population in Igbaja, using the beggar disguise to scout the area and gather intelligence for his sponsors who are planning attacks and kidnappings. During interrogation, the arrested suspect provided shocking information about how this entire operation works. He revealed that his sponsors, the people directing these reconnaissance missions and funding the bandit activities, are operating from very specific locations, including Kara Market, Ajastepo, and Olayinka near Okeode. The suspect admitted that these sponsors are the ones giving orders about which towns to visit, what information to gather, and when attacks should be carried out. Security sources explained that these criminals have perfected a system where they use local informants disguised as beggars to scout towns and villages days or even weeks before carrying out actual attacks or kidnappings. The beggars move around freely, observing security patterns, identifying wealthy targets, noting the locations of police stations and vigilante posts, studying the movement of people, and basically creating detailed maps of communities for the actual armed bandits who will strike later. Nobody suspects a beggar asking for arms of being a terrorist spy, which is exactly why this tactic has been so effective and so dangerous. Elder Zube emphasized that residents must now be extremely vigilant because these criminals can adopt multiple disguises. They can pretend to be beggars one day and madmen the next day, all as tactics to escape detection by law enforcement and community security networks. The suspect has now been handed over to the Kwara State Anti-Kidnapping Squad for further investigation and prosecution, with authorities promising swift action. But the bigger concern that security experts are now raising is whether this tactic is limited to just Kwara State or if it has spread across other parts of Nigeria. There is growing evidence that suggests bandits loyal to notorious terrorist leaders like Turji and others operating across the northwest have been using similar disguise tactics to gain access to communities they plan to attack. Turji himself, who is one of the most feared bandit kingpins terrorizing Zamfara, Sokoto, and neighboring states, has demonstrated remarkable tactical sophistication in how his groups operate. In recent weeks, Turji's forces have attacked multiple communities in Sokoto State, including Tidibale village in Issa local government area, forcing entire populations to flee in the middle of the night. Security alerts have warned that these attacks are part of a broader plan by Turji to dominate large parts of eastern Sokoto State. And if his bandits are also adopting disguise tactics like the one uncovered in Kwara, then the threat level is far higher than many Nigerians realize. If you are finding this security breakdown helpful and want to stay informed about the evolving tactics that terrorists are using to infiltrate our communities, please hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications so you never miss critical security updates like this one. The connection between what is happening in Kwara and the broader bandit networks operating across the northwest cannot be ignored. Intelligence agencies have long suspected that there is coordination among different bandit groups, sharing of tactics, and movement of fighters between states. The fact that bandits in Kwara are now using beggar and madman disguises, while similar sophisticated tactics are being employed by groups loyal to Turji in Sokoto and Zamfara, suggests this is not a random development, but rather a deliberate strategy being shared across terrorist networks. The arrest in Igbaja exposes a critical vulnerability in community security across Nigeria. How many beggars have we all seen in markets, at mosques, at churches, on street corners, at bus stops, who we assumed were genuinely in need but who might actually be terrorist scouts gathering information? How many people we dismissed as mentally unstable wanderers could actually be bandits in disguise, studying our movements and planning attacks? Security experts are urging traditional rulers, community leaders, religious organizations, market associations, and neighborhood watch groups to implement new protocols for identifying and vetting strangers who appear in their areas. This does not mean harassing genuinely needy people or denying charity to beggars, but it does mean being more observant, asking questions, reporting suspicious behavior to security agencies, and creating better systems for tracking who is moving through communities and why. What do you think communities should do to protect themselves from this new tactic? Should we be more suspicious of beggars and mentally unstable people we encounter, or would that create injustice against genuinely vulnerable Nigerians who need help? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below.